Good morning or afternoon. This is Vince Sellers from the Daviess County Museum, and we're doing our YouTube video, and I want to talk a little bit about what I had planned for today. I've already this morning been to Elnora and Oaktown. I went up to Oaktown to talk to a fella about coming back for Railfest. He has a hobby shop up there, and his name's Chris Hall. And I did get to talk to him finally, and he's going to order a train for us to give away for the raffle for the Railfest. So we got that set up, and also while I was up at Elnora, I visited with board member Bob Campbell at the University of Elnora in downtown Elnora. And if you don't know where that is, that's the Long Branch Saloon. They have very good breakfast in there. Some of the things that we're going to be working on today, Ken and I are contemplating and planning the newsletter. Last night we had the board meeting, and the board voted to give the late Martin Humal the Joseph Hamilton Davies Award, and so we're going to be working on that. Which reminds me, Ken, we need to figure out, I know Joe Spahn will probably put the name on the plaque, so I need to get with Joe on that. And I'm working on paperwork upstairs. I've got bank deposit to make for doing the newsletter. I have to get the memberships up to date and into our address list.
We got a call today from Bob Fields, who was born on January 20th, 1922, and he was curious about what the weather was like on his birthday. And, as it turns out, the Washington Herald printed weather information very sparsely, and in the scans that are on the Washington Carnegie Library's website, it's very difficult to read, but it is there. And apparently it snowed on his birthday. Also, to demonstrate some of the interesting things you can come across, the Pope died on his birthday, or almost his birthday anyway. Pope Benedict XV. And there it is. You can see the banner headline. Although he may not have actually been dead yet. There's a question mark there at the end.
You know, I just had a phone call from Alan Goodwin about Images of Daviess County book, and he is going to pay us for that book. I brought him one down there, so I got to take some paperwork down there for him, a paper trail for that. So we've sold another book, Ken. Good deal, huh? So everybody should check out our Images of Daviess County book. And Don Cosby sold a book earlier today to a fellow named, what was that, Eli Knepp. Came in and bought a Don Cosby book, so Don's a little richer as we speak, and keeps selling those books steadily, and they're available down in the lobby. Last night I was out at the Veal Creek Theater during play practice, and I brought a poster from here. There's a full page in the Sesquicentennial Washington Times-Herald on the 1913 flood, and I just put that in a poster thing and took it out there along with a couple of pictures of the rail cars, because there's a scene in the play where the two main characters are on the rail car, or in the trolley car, I should say. And so I took that out there, and that'll be part of our stuff that we have at Veal Creek. That play again is on April 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. And you get your tickets at Hibbett Sports. I'm working on some things. I got Don doing a little research here. We're trying to dig into the skeleton issue that we talked about yesterday, see what Thelma wrote down about the skeleton when we got it back, I think, in the 1980s. And so Don's doing a little research on that. We have a lot of stuff here that I found upstairs, and he's been going through some of this with some old City of Washington papers. Some of its foundation documents from when they created Eastside Park, and some other things like just alleys and sewers and things like that are right here. They're documents from the 1880s. We also have an 1870s ordnance book that talks about different ordinances that Judge Heffron, our first mayor, was talking about in the 1870s. It's pretty interesting to read through. There's a few of them that have to do with prostitution, I have to say, but some other just mundane things that they were dealing with back in the 1870s. It's pretty interesting to read through.